Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it turns out that 2021 isn't just going to magically change all the damage that 2020 has brought for theaters, moviegoers, and the whole cinema experience. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this one out, and let's take a look. So comicbook.com says, Marvel's Black Widow expected to be delayed again. Marvel's Black Widow is expected to be delayed again, according to recent reports. Variety's account of the situation points to the 2020 delays not letting up in 2021. This movie was supposed to come out May 2020, so last year, and then it was delayed with the whole pandemic and everything was shut down. And then it was delayed again, and then it was going to be released maybe on Disney Plus they were talking about. But then the new adaptation of Mulan came out on Disney Plus, and the reception wasn't that great, especially when you had to pay like an extra $30-something on top of Disney Plus's subscription payment. People weren't too happy about. As multiple parts of the United States continue to struggle with the coronavirus pandemic, the prospect of people being able to fill up a theater is not exactly promising at the moment. Well, over here, people kind of are filling up as much as they can because you're not allowed to have a full theater, but you can have like seats scheduled to be free around other seats, because Wonder Woman 84 was sold out in a few sessions when it was released here a few weeks ago. So it says, if the spring does not pan out the way people anticipated when the vaccine was announced, it would be likely that there would be another delay. So the vaccines, which I won't be talking about here because that's a whole nother thing, but if they're rolled out quick enough, might be able to get these movies out when hopefully they're supposed to come out this year. But I wouldn't count on it because the amount of vaccines you're going to need is very, very high, especially for the United States. And that course of action would open the door for a Disney Plus release at some point. Yeah, because if you don't have enough vaccines that enough people can go out safely in the cinemas, then what is the point of holding on to this movie, this Black Widow movie, that the timeline it's set in should have been released after Civil War, Captain America Civil War in 2016. This Black Widow movie was made irrelevant to some people who thought, well, she's dead in Endgame, so what's the point of going to watch her movie when we know what the result is? So I think a big mistake was made by Marvel in not bringing this movie out years ago.
Years ago, they tried to put me in the...
And it was just the most unfortunate timing when that movie was set to release in May last year in 2020, when everything pretty much started to shut down around March, because the company can't just keep kicking the can down the road forever. Yeah, you can't just keep delaying the movie when and the hype for this movie was minimal at best when it first was announced. And now, dude, I don't know many people that are going to care. I mean, I still want to watch it because of I love the Marvel movies, but as a large audience, dropping it on Disney Plus, I think you've lost all your money that you would have made anyway. You've done the whole marketing campaign already, like nearly twice. You've lost all the momentum from a whole year of delays. Just drop it on Disney Plus for people already, man. Variety's information there lines up with the conventional thinking on the subject. Certain fans have been calling for the streaming release solution since midsummer. However, the reception of Wonder Woman 84 over at HBO Max could be fresh in decision makers' minds. Warner Brothers is different because they made the decision that they're going to release like pretty much their whole slate of upcoming movies on HBO Max and release to whatever theaters are open at the time. That was their first movie in trying something different. That movie also had its plot and story leaked like months prior, so that's another thing that was hurting that movie as well. And if you want to know more about Wonder Woman 84, you can find my review on it here. That's just Black Widow, but here's going on to the rest of the slate. So it's been a massive game of musical chairs for most theatrical releases. Morbius moved to the fall in order to outlast the pandemic's worst moments, but Black Widow was set to debut on May 7th. Right now, it looks less likely that everything will work out. But Marvel Studios brass will have to take stock of this situation as it evolves. Yeah, so depending on vaccines, numbers, theater openings, you've already got WandaVision on Disney Plus. You're going to release Falcon Winter Soldier Disney Plus, then Loki on Disney Plus. Just get this movie out there so people can see it. Honestly, I don't know how many people are going to go want to watch this in a theater at the moment anymore. Here's the final upcoming slate for Marvel on Disney Plus and whatever theaters they can get. So it says Falcon Winter Soldier, then you got Loki, then you got Shang-Chi, which is supposed to come out in July in theaters. According to this, I don't think that's going to happen either. You got What If on Disney Plus, animated series Then Eternals in theaters on November 5th. Miss Marvel and Hawkeye coming to Disney Plus later this year. And Marvel Spider-Man 3 in theaters in December. Man, that's a massive slate. Look, if you're not going to have any theaters open or enough theaters open, Disney Plus it. We're going to get movies that are supposed to come out in 2020. They're going to be coming out in, like, by this rate, 2023. So what's the point? If you're not going to make the money from the theaters anyway, because people aren't going to be there, why not just drop it and do less marketing for theater, like a theatrical audience, and then just do marketing for online and Disney Plus and streaming services and audiences? I think this is the change, man. This is the change we're going to have to see. Do you think Disney and Marvel should just release this on Disney Plus or drop it in theaters? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this one around, and I'll see you in the next one.